There goes 2 exits to the left. My nearest exit is still in front of me. That guy looks kind of suspicious. Make sure he doesn't get too close to her.
Make my way downtown, walking fast, this person home.
Evening, Snapchat. What's going on? So, I think my girlfriend sent me. No, my girlfriend didn't send me this. My sister sent me this a couple of days ago, right? And I've been meaning to get around to it, but I have just been busy as shit. So, and I haven't really had the time or made the time to sit down and really record anything. But it's one of the things that, I saw that made me want to talk personally. And this is just a great example, pretty much of what it's like to be a man, so to speak. Meaning like, okay, I've come to find out, well, I wouldn't say come to find out, I've known for a while now, as a man, you pretty much have to be a leader in every capacity, all right? It's a frustrating job, and it's kind of not fair, but at the same time, you don't want to, you can't leave anything to chance. It's kind of like this, right? As a man, you are biologically put in a position to be a leader. It's not fair. It can be some bullshit, but you got to think about it like this. Better to be the person dealing with the bullshit or the position of being a leader than dealing with the alternative. Now look, the way our brains work and the way their brains work, we operate on 2 different wavelengths for the most part, right? Women process thoughts way different than we do. And then for the most part, being a man, you pretty much you're in tune with like threats. For example, like let's say you walking down the street and you got your girl with you, or just walking down the street in general. You ain't even got to have your woman with you. Most times when 2 niggas or 2 men walk across each other, we give each other that head nod. We say that subtle, what's up, whatever. But that's just our way of indicating to each other that, we ain't no threat to the other person. And that's not to say women don't live in constant threat, but men, for the most part, we're more in tune with violence. We're more in tune with what needs to happen. Because the way we think, it's almost like, okay, my brain personally is already on Christmas. Versus like where, a woman's brain is just on what we're doing for the weekend. It's like that. Like, you are put in the position to think down the line, long term, what could affect me. Like, your decision making is different versus like, woman's decision making, it's more so like how it's more so about how I feel. And you can't make good practical decisions from how you feel. And as a man, for the most part, you can't leave your decision making. Like, okay, you can't let women lead. And that's not me trying to be a dick, but it's more so like because their thinking isn't our thinking. Like, a woman makes decisions based on how she feels. You know what I mean? About whatever's going on. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it's like making real life decisions based on how you feel in the moment instead of what could happen, or not thinking the shit out 360 or whatever the case may be, or not sitting on it for a while. Personally, me, I'm someone that likes to work out every angle of a problem before I actually make a decision. So I might sit on the decision for a minute and really think the shit through, versus like a motherfucker. Well, I'm gonna say a motherfucker, but like a woman that needs to make the decision to satisfy her feelings right now. It's just 2 different decision making types. Not only that, but it's like, as a man, okay, I put it like this, right? A lot of times our lives as men, and my food's done, our lives are predicated on who or what. Like, it's more so like our lives are an amalgam of every decision we've made up until this point. You know what I mean? And you can't allow a motherfucker to make decisions based on feelings, because decisions made based on feelings are not good decisions. Like, a chick will have you all over the place for the most part. And again, that's their thinking, the shit that they do, whatever the case may be. But, you got to really sit down and think of shit practically where it makes sense. And then 2, it's just less stress on you when you lead the situations versus like if you let your girl lead the situation. You know what I mean? The 2 different decision making. So as unfair as it can seem to be the leader of the situation, it's best that you do take the leadership position as far as being a man. because you have the ability to make decisions for everybody and not just you. You know what I mean? Most times, most girls make decisions based on how they feel. Instead of like, when you're a man, you have to make the decision that's best for everybody in the situation. But yeah, man, I just wanted to touch on that real quick. I'm gonna eat my food and lay the fuck down because it's been a day. I've been busy and I've been working. So y'all do what y'all do. I do what I do. Y'all have a good